Welcome inside a giant United States factory where thousands of tons of brown cassava roots are transformed into fine white cassava flour. The process begins when freshly harvested brown cassava roots arrive at the industrial processing facility. Every brown cassava root is carefully inspected to ensure only high-quality material enters the production line. The brown cassava roots are washed thoroughly to remove dirt and field residue. After cleaning, machines peel away the brown outer layer to prepare the cassava for further processing. The prepared cassava is cut into smaller pieces to improve the efficiency of the flour-making process. The cassava pieces are moved into powerful grinding machines where they are transformed into fine pulp. The ground cassava becomes a smooth pulp that will later be separated and refined into white cassava flour. Advanced filtration systems separate unwanted fiber from the useful cassava components. After cleaning, grinding, and separation, the cassava begins its transformation into fine white cassava flour. The refined cassava mixture enters advanced separation equipment where valuable components are prepared for flour production. Multiple filtration steps help create a cleaner cassava base for producing high-quality white cassava flour. The cassava slurry is refined carefully to achieve the desired quality before drying. Removing moisture is a critical step that prepares cassava for final flour production. The drying tunnel carefully removes moisture while protecting the quality of the cassava material. The dried cassava pieces are collected and prepared for precision milling. The dried cassava is milled into a smooth powder that becomes high-quality white cassava flour. Screening ensures every particle of white cassava flour meets the factory's quality standards.
Before packaging, samples of white cassava flour are tested for quality, purity, and consistency. Next, particle size analysis confirms consistency.
The finished white cassava flour is stored safely before moving to the packaging section.
Automated transfer initiated. Flow is steady and clean.
After storage, the finished white cassava flour is transported through advanced factory systems for final preparation. The packaging area is prepared to safely fill and seal the finished white cassava flour. Precision filling machines measure exact amounts of white cassava flour into each package. Each package of white cassava flour is sealed tightly to protect freshness and quality. Labels are added to identify the finished white cassava flour products before shipment. Labels are added to identify the finished white cassava flour products before shipment. Robots quickly organize finished white cassava flour packages for transportation. Finished white cassava flour waits in the warehouse before being delivered to customers. The packaged white cassava flour is moved carefully toward delivery vehicles.
Okay, line it up with the truck bed. Good, now slide it all the way in.
After completing production, the finished white cassava flour is ready to travel from the factory to markets. The journey continues as finished white cassava flour moves from the factory toward distribution networks. Distribution centers receive the finished white cassava flour and prepare it for delivery to different locations. Large quantities of white cassava flour are carefully handled using modern industrial systems.
These records confirm the brown cassava input meets our standards. Detailed records ensure every batch of white cassava flour meets standards. Now we'll inspect the package samples.
All stations are online.
Washing and drying are at peak efficiency.
The milling process is transforming the dried roots into fine line is active. The connection from brown cassava to white flour output is maintained. Regular cleaning keeps the cassava flour production equipment safe, efficient, and ready for continuous operation.
Sanitizing the hoppers now. All clear here. The flour is moving smoothly. Check the tank.
Levels are optimal. I'll check the mixer.
Good. Monitor the output for consistency.
Will do. Looks good.
The final result is a fine, smooth white cassava flour created from carefully processed brown cassava roots. Every department works together to complete the transformation from brown cassava roots into finished white cassava flour. Modern factories use advanced methods to improve efficiency and reduce waste during cassava flour production. Modern factories use advanced methods to improve efficiency and reduce waste during cassava flour production.
The throughput is up. Efficiency is at 95%.
Good. Check the quality index.
Mixer speed is optimal. No downtime.
Excellent. Production is stable.
Advanced packaging technology helps prepare large quantities of white cassava flour for global markets. Digital inventory systems help manage thousands of packages of finished white cassava flour, warehouse tracking, and inventory control. Before leaving the facility, every shipment of white cassava flour is carefully prepared and secured. The finished white cassava flour travels from the factory to customers around the world. White cassava flour becomes an important ingredient used by food producers in many different products. From brown cassava roots to fine white flour, the complete factory process creates a valuable food ingredient. Every stage of production works together to transform harvested brown cassava into premium white cassava flour.
Production numbers are on target for the shift. Output chute is clear. Flour is flowing steadily.
Skilled workers and advanced machinery together maintain continuous. The complete transformation journey shows how brown cassava roots are carefully processed into high-quality white cassava flour. The final product is a clean, fine, and consistent white cassava flour ready for food production worldwide. This advanced factory represents modern food processing technology that turns agricultural cassava into valuable white flour products. From a simple brown cassava root to a valuable white cassava flour product, this is the complete journey inside a giant modern factory.